Okay, so there's a film from 2002 called Liberty Stands Still. It's a cool thriller. It may not be one of the best movies in the world. I don't know how other people feel about it, but I think it's really a cool thriller starring Wesley Snipes and I can't pronounce the last name. I think it's Italian. Linda Ferretina. Fiorentino. And anyway, it's about this woman who was married to this CEO and Liberty. That's her character's name, Liberty Wallace. Her father is the head, or I think he owns the biggest gun factory in the world. Uh, what was it called? McLeod Industries. Sorry, McLeod Industries. McLeod Industries. Anyway, Wesley Snipes' character. What was his character? Joe. Yeah, that was his character name. Wesley Snipes plays Joe, who's seeking revenge because one of the guns killed his daughter. I forgot how his daughter got killed, but she gets, I think, murdered by the people. One of the murderers who, the. Sorry, I meant to say whoever killed his daughter. The gun he killed her with probably was from Industries. So maybe that's why he must knew Liberty Wallace and who her husband was. Her husband, Victor Wallace, is played by Oliver Platt, who I always remember playing Jimmy Keene in the awful Ready to Rumble film. But I thought he did pretty good in this movie, and I like Linda Linda Fiorentino, who played Liberty Wallace. She was so sexy and so beautiful. But anyway, she's basically she and her husband really don't get along. She really doesn't like her husband. She's really having an affair with Martin Martin Cummings. No, Russell, played by Martin Cummings. But later on, while Liberty was going to the hot dog vendor, you know those hot dog vendors you might see in New York City when people sell you hot dogs. I think she was getting the hot dog because I haven't really seen this movie a lot, and it's been a while since I've seen it, so I'm probably not going to get. I remember some of the scenes in the movie, just not the whole scenes, the whole movie. Anyway, so the other hot dog, the guy who was working at the hot dog vendor, he left for some reason. He was also selling drugs. I always remember that scene. Maybe he went out to sell more drugs. I forgot his character's name. But while Liberty, whatever. I think Joe was calling her on the cell phone. He told her to chain herself because she doesn't chain herself to the hot dog vendor machine, he will shoot her. But she eventually changed herself, and he tells her he's got a bomb under the hot dog vendor. So she tries to get out of it. I remember one scene where there was a little boy who wanted to buy a hot dog, and she sprays with mustard help. And I think the boy says I didn't like mustard, but she pushes the boy out of harm's way. Because I don't think Joe was gonna kill the boy. Who knows? I mean, I'm just guessing. And there's one scene where she was stripping down naked. She was trying to get out out of that situation. Sorry, she was trying to get out of the situation. I can't say that word right. I'm gonna try to get this video right. Like I said, she was trying to get out of the situation. That's why she was taking all of her clothes, and everybody was looking at her. Not a lot of people were really looking at her. If you see the camera angles, I'm sure that the characters were looking at her. You just don't see a lot of people looking at her. That's what I remember it. But I remember one of the guys was whistling, and the other guy says, "Take it off, baby." The rest of it off, and a cop was walking toward Liberty, but she eventually puts her clothes back on. The cop was wondering why are you taking your clothes off, madam? And she told her it was hot, but she was just trying to tell the cop that Uh, there was a man trying to kill her, Joe, but she eventually listened to Joe and put her clothes back on. I think Joe was sarcastically telling her to take the clothes off so he can kill her and see her naked body. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I don't remember the whole movie. I remember watching it years ago, and I thought it was a decent movie. I don't think it had a theatrical release. It was released on DVD in October of 2002. I saw this, I think 2003 on one of the HBO channels. Liberty Stands Still. Some people might say it's a real rip off of Phone Booth from 2002. I never saw Phone Booth to this day. I might see Phone Booth later on, but I don't know. It's hard to do a movie without the same situations, similar plots. It's hard these days. You know what I'm saying? I might not get my words right, but you know what I'm saying. It's really hard to do movies these days, but it's hard to. That's why a lot of things are getting remade, or it's really just hard to have new ideas these days. I mean, you could, but Hollywood just loves to do a lot of remakes for some reason. But that's nor here nor there. But check out Liberty Stands Still from, I forget the company's name, but that's all I'm gonna say. Before I end this video, the actor Rip Torn, the comedian Rip Torn, who you might remember from Men in Black, has passed away also. First Ross Perot and now Rip Torn. I was about to say in Men in Black, Linda Fiorentino, who played Liberty Wallace, she was in the first Men in Black as the mortician. No, not the mortician, the girl who works at the morgue, who works at the Men in Black, who works for Men in Black at the end of the movie. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, Rip Torn has sadly passed away. I think he was 88, late 80s, early 90s, something like that. But check out Liberty Stands Still. Look for it on YouTube. It's a good movie. I think it was a good movie. Not the best movie in the world, but I think it ranks up there. That's all I'm gonna say. And please subscribe to my channel if you want to subscribe to my channels. I mean, you don't have to like me. You don't have to respect me. Just subscribe, baby. Anyway, that's it. I'm out. And check out Liberty Stands Still and rest in peace, Rip Torn.